25th anniversary of the Lower Township Chamber of Commerce. And give yourselves a big hand, because it's very famous. Invocation is first. God before country. Mr. Walker, where are you? Okay. Reverend, for invocation from Tabernacle United Methodist Church.
Jesus said the first will be last, so I'm happy to be first so I can be last. I know it's supposed to be a happy occasion, but I want to give you the remembrance just this last Saturday, our world was literally rocked in Israel and over land over there. I reached out to Rabbi Ron at the only congregation, temple, synagogue in Cape May County, Beth Judah and Wildwood. So keep our Jewish sisters and brothers in prayer. But this has been 30 years here for the Chamber. And it's an amazing time, as I'm sure many of you are dealing with the economic situations post-summer and the shoulder season, but we look back on a full 30 years of great blessing. So I ask that we pray and ask for another 30 years of blessing. Let us pray. Gracious God, we are glad that we are here in this place and this time, a time that you have blessed as you have blessed us. We ask, O Lord, that as we reflect on the past 30 years of wonderful times and challenging times, we look forward to the 30 and more to come. We ask you, O Lord, that you will be in it, you'll be in the midst of it, you'll be in the midst of our conversations, the midst of our dealings as we go through in Lower Township, Cape May County, and beyond. We should continue to share your love and your grace as you shower your love and grace upon us. We pray in Jesus' precious name. Amen.
Amen.
And now, our veteran of Cape May County, and I mean that sincerely. This gentleman is the veteran of Cape May County. Will do the pledge.
Would everybody please stand? In April of 2008, Congress passed a resolution that all veterans do not have to be in uniform to salute the flag of the United States. They do not need to have a cover as well. So I ask all veterans to please salute, all others put their hand on their heart, and we say, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, and thank you for all your service. Once again, we make our officers and directors official. And to do that today, officiating will be our Deputy Mayor of Lower Township, Dave Perry. Please give him a hand. He's our Deputy Mayor. He wants me to call. Okay. Because I know them. Boy, do I know them. Okay. Our president this year, this is very sincere now, Susan Coverly will be our president. Jim Kelly will be our first vice president. Krista Linnington, our second vice president. Stephanie Devlin, our secretary. Gregory Guyan, who is off vacation somewhere, but he is our humble president. We love him dearly. And our directors this year, I'm sorry.
He's our treasurer.
What did I say?
President.
President.
Yep.
Sorry about that. Our directors, Jody Corbett. Where are you, Jody? Greg Rudinsky. And Wendy Collins. I don't think Wendy made it tonight because she fell and broke her hand in 3 places. And she's a brand new director. She's from Cape May Stage, and they just joined this year. And when I put out the notice, she was the first one to respond saying, I would love to be part of your board. So she was very upset when she emailed me and said, I don't know if I can make it. So we will make sure that she's recognized. So, Deputy Mayor.
Thank you. How about a round of applause for our officers? You've been duly nominated and elected to the respective offices in accordance to and with the bylaws and chapter of the Lower Township Chamber of Commerce. The general duties and your respective offices are outlined in the Robert's Rules of Order, and any specific duties of your office by your organization and bylaws. Do you accept the responsibilities and duties of your office?
Yes.
Please raise your right hand. Please state your name. Say "I" in your name.
I, Jim Kelly,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and uphold
that I will support and uphold
the purposes set forth
the purposes set forth
in the chapter and bylaws
in the chapter and bylaws
of the Lower Township Chamber of Commerce,
of the Lower Township Chamber of Commerce.
and I will do to my best of my ability
To my ability.
faithfully execute the duties of the office of, please state your office. I'll say that again. I will faithfully execute
Faithfully execute
the duties of,
the duties of
please state your office,
President
that I have been elected
that I have been elected
by the power and authority vested in me
by the power. That's you.
You may put your hand down. By the power and authority vested by me by the national, state, and county chambers of commerce, I do this date declare that you are hereby duly installed into your respective offices. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, now on to the reason many of you are here. And I am so proud, you have no idea, to introduce our business person of the year this year. For 30 years, this young lady has been the backbone of this chamber. She has done hospitality night. She has flown the flags. She has been supportive of me for the whole 30 years. And I know every one of you in this room maybe have purchased flowers from the little place on the corner, and they're always beautiful. I never realized, and she does it all by herself. She is a sole proprietor, business of one, and it's just amazing what she can produce. I am very proud, Barbara J. Frame, to make you business person of the year. Smile, Barbie, smile. Barbara is also a past president. She nurtured me, but then I nurtured her right back. And when she wanted to sell flags, I said, well, if you want to sell flags, because really she's very quiet, you know, unless she's partying. But otherwise, she's very quiet. And I said, if you're going to sell flags, you're going to have to stand up and tell everybody all about, oh, no, I can't. Yeah, you have to do that. So after that, then I said, now you can become president. And she made a great president. I am so proud of her. And of course, the flowers on your table this evening. Where else from? Barbara C. Shaw Florist. Congratulations, Barbara. You're on video, you know. The last 3 years, you've all been on video. If you don't go on our website, you're missing it, because you see all of you getting your awards, all of you laughing. This gentleman's very quiet, but he's got all of you. So, he's been great. And of course, this one will go up on our website as well. So please check it out. See how much fun you have. Mike LaVinci from LaVinci Productions. Please, give him a nice hand. Thank you. Anyway, I'm searching around and I'm thinking of all of our members and the longevity of so many of you here. And I don't know what made me look at it, but I thought, I wonder what our township's doing. Well, lo and behold, we are 225 years old. We look pretty good for 225, right, Mike? So, to our township, Mike, Dave, please. 225 years, please give our township thank you. Oh, you're way ahead of me. I'm ahead of you, but you're ahead of me.
You're not gonna stay here?
What was in the hors d'oeuvres that you all had? Or I don't know what's being served at that bar, but it must be pretty good. And I thought, okay, well, we just had our business to community night in April. Very successful. Our vendors were all there, all our members. We had between 400 and 500 people come through that Naval Air Station. And it was the first time we ever tried it. And I'm telling you, we were just flabbergasted. We had no idea what to expect. So I kind of did some searching and detective work again. And lo and behold, the Naval Air Station, Wildwood, Cape May Airport, opened April 1st, 1943. The museum opened on June 3rd, 1963. So we caught them just in time, 80 years and 60 years. Amazing, absolutely amazing. I don't know how many of you knew that. I think there's someone here to accept the award tonight. Aha, there she is. Austin and Bruce is on vacation, well deserved. Austin's at an event. I wonder if he went to the Phillies.
He did not, I asked that question.
Oh, he didn't? Okay. So, so thank you for being here to accept that award. All right, so then of course I had to do something with the ferry. I mean, that's all part of us, right? Unfortunately, though, nobody from the ferry could come, so I'm going to try to get him at the holiday luncheon. But they were established by a congressionally approved compact between the states of Delaware and New Jersey in 1962. Ferry service initiated by Cape May, New Jersey, and Delaware was done in 1964, 17 miles. So see what happens when you play detective and how much you can learn about the community you live in? So if you give him a hand, maybe Mike Porch will hear it. He had to babysit tonight, so he couldn't be here. Give him a hand, please. Put a little show on the video. Okay. So that's our township. Around a long time, doing wonderful things. And we're very proud as a Chamber of Commerce to be a part of it. So, Deputy Mayor Mike, thank you. Speaking of time, our churches have been here forever as well. I think Cold Spring Presbyterian is in their 300th year, 305, something like that. And we've honored them a few times. And this year, guess what I found? Tabernacle United Methodist Church is 220 years old in Lower Township. Pastor Glenn, will you please accept the award? I kind of thought that looked a little something like a church club.
She thought it was a little bit like
Yeah.
a church.
The way it's made.
You got their logo
That's the
on.
logo right, that's good.
Yes, there you go. By the way, these plaques, and they couldn't make it tonight either. How many of you are familiar with MS Brown Jewelers? I'm sure almost everybody knows them. They make our plaques every year. And they do such a beautiful job, but it's all to one young lady who works there. And her name is Nicole. And she asked me, why do you care so much about what these plaques say or look like? And I said, because it's an honor to give them to our members. And I won't tell you the rest of what she said, but I was very honored that she even bothered to ask me that, because it's a pleasure to pick out these plaques and to find out about all of you and all that you have done in your lives and business. And that's what a Chamber of Commerce is really about. And my teacher is here, my mentor, Diane Busham. She was the one who kind of pushed me into knowing what a chamber could be like. And this is the response. It's just absolutely phenomenal. As we go on to Atlanticare, who I thought, is there someone here from Atlanticare, I think? Marcia couldn't make it. At first I thought they were 10 years. Well, that was just a portion of Atlanticare. They are actually celebrating 125 years as Atlanticare Hospital. So thank you for coming. Congratulations. In fact, aren't one of your streets named after, does anybody know Old Blue Eyes? One of your streets are named after Old Blue Eyes. Frank Sinatra Way, right?
Of course, yes, that's true.
See what you find out, Marie? I thought that was pretty cool.
It is.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much. On to Jersey Cape Motel now. 92 years. Where's Patrick? Where's Patrick? 14 generations of the same family. Patrick is number 14. And the other thing I found out was that their motel rooms start with number 9.
That's right.
And they start with number 9 because 92 years ago, when great-great-grandma and grandpa started it, they started with 8 cottages. So when they built the motel, they started their rooms with number 9.
Oh, cool.
It's amazing, isn't it, what you can find out? It's wonderful. So number 14, congratulations. And then we move on to, and your program says 60, because when I played detective, I found out that the O'Haras started Uncle Bill's Pancake House 60 years ago. And then Beth says, but North Cape May's only 33. It's still the O'Hara family. So her plaque does say 33 for North Cape May. But congratulations on the O'Hara family 60 years. Thank you. Everybody loves those pancakes at Uncle Bill's. And the next gentleman, our 2019 Business of the Year award went to Larry Hume. And they are now celebrating 50 years at Sunset Beach. Where are you, Larry? Number 2019 he is.
Awesome.
For everything that they do for our community and our veterans too. Congratulations. And the next gentleman, oh my goodness, where are you, Dennis Hall? You know, he's throwing a big birthday party. I believe it's Tuesday.
Tuesday.
And he's celebrating, he's celebrating his 50 years, but he's also celebrating a birthday. I'm not going to tell.
So it's a charity fundraiser at Mud Inn on Tuesday, 5 to 9. It's all directed to help 6 local charities. So if you're available to come by, please do. It's not about me. It's not that I'm 75. It's not, and it's not about leader printers that have been around for 50 years. It's about all these people that are trying to help other people. So thank you very much. Hope you can make it.
Living Printers did our invitations, they did our programs. They've done so much for us, and of course in 50 years, I've known Dennis for a long, long time. And he has done so much. He is in the Wildwoods, but he called me one day and he said, we need to be a part of Lower Township. And I said, yes, you do, and why don't you just come right on over? So he did, and we thank you, Dennis. Okay, young lady. Pat Raspet is here for Historic Cold Spring Village.
And John.
And of course, we all know that lovely couple. I wish they could have been here this evening.
No.
Doc Joe and Annie. I met them so many years ago, and she was such a big part of Chambers of Commerce, of course. And Doc Joe will always remind me of the first day we met. He always does whenever he sees me. And they're just a lovely, lovely couple, and they have a great history, which we need desperately to make our children understand that we have great history. And that's what they're there for. But Pat has become the strong-arm person there, running the show, and I just thank you for coming.
Absolutely.
And please give them our love.
Oh, I will. Annie and Joe wish they could have been here tonight, but Annie just is recovering from knee surgery, so she apologizes, but she is extremely grateful for the award and thanks everyone so, so much for your support.
Thank you. Pierce Guy and Shoslick, who is not our president, he is our treasurer. Thank you. Greg left us for a while. He didn't leave us completely. He still keeps us on board financially, but he didn't want to be treasurer anymore. And I said, Greg, come on. This man has been with us since the beginning. He's a chamber person too. He loves being part of Chambers of Commerce, and he does so much for us. So he graciously decided to come back as treasurer and then took off on vacation. But he's a wonderful person, and he's done so much for us. So of course we will make sure he gets his award because they have been in business over 45 years. The next award, Kathy, where are you? I know you're here. Kathy, are you big sister or is he little brother or?
He's my big brother.
He's her big brother. Okay.
One of my many big brothers.
Okay, offshore Getty. And I knew we wouldn't be able to get him here. Allison. Anyway, little sister is picking up the award for Offshore Getty for 40 plus years.
40 plus years. And my son Danny is 36. He's worked there for 23 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So see, family.
It's a family business. Nice.
That's why we're all family.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next gentleman we have known for many years as our first vice president. He's been a sponsor. He's done so much to support us. And short title, Jim Kelly. Please come forward to receive your award. Jim, come here. Megan, Michelle. He's bringing them all. The whole crew. Congratulations to you. Yes, you're allowed to clap for him now. Attorney Title couldn't be here this evening. They had a death in the family. So he begged off. But we'll make sure that they get their award as well. Dancing with the Lower Township Stars. I've known him since he was a little kid. And he's grown immensely. Art of Gymnastics and Cheer. If any of you went to that last year, I don't know if Mommy told stories out of school, but he might be doing it again this year. Yes? Jeffrey Busham, come up, please. And bring your mother, my mentor. What he does for our children, you know, our children are our future. And he has groomed them, and he teaches them not just gymnastics, but he teaches them teamwork. It's amazing what he has done in his 30 years. Jeff, congratulations and thank you very much. And Mom, thank you for bringing him up. Eternal etchings. I don't know how many of you know Megan. I knew she wouldn't come tonight. She's not the kind to come out and get congratulated. But she celebrated 25 years, and I think Barb probably brought her in for a frame 25 years ago, I think. And but she called and said, "I'm sorry, but I'm booked all night." So I just knew she wouldn't come, but I'll make sure she gets her award because she's been a very supportive member ever since she started. The next, Vincenzo. Vincenzo's Little Italy. "25 years, and let me tell you, I've known him every year of that 25 years. Maybe even before that. He started, does everyone, are you familiar with Carini's in Walnut Crest? Okay.
No, I wasn't there either.
Gino and Vincenzo bought the Old Dom's restaurant right on the borderline of Wildwood and Wildwood Crest. Two young guys wanted to make it good, turned it into a beautiful restaurant. And it was called Little Italy, and it still is, and I think it's still in the family. Yeah. But it was the very first grand opening I ever did as president of Greater Wildwood Chamber. We must have had 30 people there that day. I still have a picture, I told them. But it's just, it's just the hard work. It's the dedication and the hard work. And, when guys get married, and then the girls, so Gino went his way, Vincenzo went his way, he came over to Lower Township, and it was great. So we congratulate you, Vince. Love you dearly. He's such a great guy. Great food, and we go there at least once a year. Congratulations. Visiting Angels. Who doesn't know Visiting Angels? They're new to our chamber this year, and we welcome you to our chamber. They want to be a speaker next year, so I told her, absolutely, we'll set it up somehow. Congratulations, Debbie.
Thank you.
Okay, Accent on Beauty. I don't know how many of you know Accent on Beauty, but Jeanette Cohen, I've known her probably 30 years. Never laid eyes on her. I wouldn't know her if she walked into this room. I know her voice. She was my customer when I worked at a certain bank. Became great friends. She has babysitting problems because she's a grandma now. So she said she was very honored. We'll make sure she gets her award, but we congratulate her on 20 plus years. So thank you. Patsy Nelson, where are you? Patsy, the wagging tail. Everybody knows the wagging tail, especially if you have a fur baby. And let me tell you something, I don't know how many of you, and I'm not sure if it's the only place I've seen it, but if you pick up every Thursday the Jersey Cape magazine, and you thumb through there as you're reading all the ads, somewhere in there you will see a whole column of information from Patsy about your fur baby. And it's all it's amazing she's not a veterinarian, because I think she knows more than they do. And I thought, gee, I'm going to pick this up and read it. It's amazing what this lady knows about how to keep your pets healthy and happy. And Patsy, I just think it's wonderful, 35 years plus. I congratulate you, and thank you so much for loving our fur babies. 37, yeah. So thank you very much. Read our column, I'm telling you, it's a wealth of information. Thank you, Patsy. Another young lady who has been big in our community. Big in our community. And I said to her, only 15 years, I can't believe in Adelia. From Domino's Pizza. Everybody knows Adelia from Domino's Pizza. And it's been 15 years. Congratulations. Adelia was on our board. And then she got so busy that she just couldn't keep up. So maybe someday we'll get her back.
We miss her.
Thank you, Adelia. 5 West Plug, Paul called me and he said, Linda, I can't come. And I said, what do you mean you can't come? Come on, Paul, it's 10 years. He said, my son's getting married. I said, well, what's more important? Kiddingly, of course. So we'll make sure that Paul gets his award. And now we have Mr. Walker, our veteran of veterans, in so many aspects of veterans. But tonight we're honoring CVAC, Citizens Veterans Advisory Committee. For 10 years, this man has worked so hard. And I know a lot of the gentlemen that are on his committee, they do wonderful work. Johnny, thank you so much for your service in every aspect of the way you do it. Gee, did you come here to eat? Is anybody hungry? You can save the rest until after. Because there's a special award that I want to give, and I don't want you to be too hungry. I'd also like to recognize who I didn't realize was coming this evening, and I'm so glad she could. The president of the Cape May County Chamber of Commerce, Barbara Stafford Jones. Where are you, Barbara? There she is. Thank you so much. Jim Ridgway, where are you? He's the president of the Cape May Chamber, sitting in the back there. Thank you, Jim, for coming. And of course, everyone, last but not least, our surrogate, Marie Hayes. Who was the vice director who comes to everything we do, and I just checked to make sure. Now, just because you're not a director anymore can't mean that you can't come to our holiday luncheon, because it wouldn't be our holiday luncheon without Marie and her Santa hat. So she said, yes, she can come. All right. So, moving right along. We had our business to community night, as you all know, and as I have plugged, and I just was in love with the idea, and we were all awed at the outcome. But it wouldn't have happened without certain people. And the one gentleman, since he's brand new to our chamber, but very much a part of helping us get that business to community night together, was John Horton from Wholesale Printing and Signs. I don't know if any of you are familiar with him. We're going to make sure he gets this award, because he did all our signs, our posters. He did our big sign, which wouldn't fit in my car, so I couldn't get it here tonight. But it's always in our office, so anybody wants to drop by to see it. But there are other certain people that without, we just wouldn't have had such a great event. And two of them, of course, are on our board. And here we go again, Barbara J. Frame, who did the layout at the museum for us. Barbie, please come up. And her partner in crime to help us get there was Greg Rudinsky from Cape Digital. These two people, without them, it just never would have happened. I couldn't have asked for two better support people to help us do this. And I thank you so much. And I'm thanking you especially because we're going to do it again next year and I need them. So, no, sincerely, without them, it never would have happened. And who was the young lady who came up for the museum award? They were part of it.
Stephanie.
Stephanie, we have one for the museum as well. They treated us like gold. It was just a phenomenal, phenomenal evening. And I can't wait to do it again. So Stephanie, thank you. There's another gentleman here who, when I came back to this chamber 5 years ago, I found him in our member file. I had no idea who he was. I had no idea where he came from. All I knew was he hadn't paid his dues. So I thought, well, let me give him a call because he's not brick and mortar in Lower Township. But since he joined our chamber, I thought, well, he must have some kind of interest in our area. So I called him and he said, well, I don't know, we're in Woodbine and we belong to all these chambers. And he said, all right. He said, I'll do a half a year. Well, that takes you till April. So in April, I called him and I said, Mr. Dempsey, would you care to continue on with your membership? Well, I don't know. Anyway, he did. And he has been a member ever since, and when he found out about Business to Community Night, he said, how would you like me to fly a plane down? And I said, well, I can't think of a better place to fly your plane down. That would be a great idea. And then he said, well, how would you like me to do a banner pickup? David Dempsey, where are you? High exposure. There you are. Please come forward. You made our night. It was fabulous. When I saw it, my heart went in my mouth. I'd never seen a banner pickup before. But thank you so much. We're proud to have you in the chamber. And when we do it this year, we hope to fly down again. Thank you, Dave. And the other gentleman I'd like to thank, because I called him and I said, now he was one of the vendors that were there, and I said, I need a still shot, because we want to make a banner of the whole night. And I said, can you get me a still shot of the video that they took? And he said, yeah, we can do that. So, Mike LaVinci, now you're going to have to take a video of yourself. There you go. So please give them all a big hand, because really, without them, we never could have done this. Thank you so much, Mike. And of course, Ben, every year being here with us, we really appreciate it. Now on to a very special part for me. Sue said, do you want me to take over? And I said, not in a heartbeat. I've got to do this one. I was talking to our township manager one day, and this was going on in the back of my mind, and I thought, how am I going to get in touch with this cell phone? And Mike said, I have a cell phone. Michael, you got to give me and he did. So back in a couple months ago, I guess, I called and I said, hello, is this former Mayor Conroy? And he said, yes. And I said, this is the Lower Township Chamber of Commerce. For without you, would not be in existence today. I said, I would love you to come to our 30th anniversary dinner. Oh, well, I don't know, I'll have to get back to you. Okay. A couple weeks later, I get a phone call. He said, Lynn, I worked it out. Bob Conroy, where are you? Our former mayor, Bob Conroy. Please come on down here. His sister Nancy is here from Easy Street Travel. And back in the day, they had Villa's Lumber. Does anybody remember Villa's Lumber? Way back. And when a certain former employer of mine bought the PNC Bank, which is now Mr. Softy, that was the last time I saw Bob. And he was there, he was going out as mayor. But the interesting part of this whole thing is that the chamber had fallen apart slightly. And before Bob left being mayor, and this is what I mean about the heart of the chamber, he decided that he wanted to get this chamber back together. And he went to certain people, and again, my ESP working overtime, I happened to call the municipality that day, and I said, does Lower Township have a Chamber of Commerce? And they said, it's funny you ask. Our mayor today is having a luncheon with certain people from the township to see if they would like to form the chamber once again. And from that moment on, Bob, I can't thank you enough. Here we are 30 years later, and look at us. And this is only part of us. You have done a wonderful thing, because I think I might have said this before, we were really incorporated in 1975. So if it had held together, we'd be in our 48th year, soon to go to 50. But you saved it. You saved our chamber, and a chamber is such an important part of a town. As I said, my mentor, Diane Bushman, is here, who got me through Greater Wildwood. And I firmly so believe, and that's why I call us our chamber family. It's so important for our community, for people who come to our community, because we are actually having people come to our office and want to know where our businesses are. They want our directory. I send them to California, I send them to Ohio. So you've done a wonderful thing there, and we hope you'll accept this award for that honor. Thank you so much.
However, ladies and gentlemen, it's been successful because of this lady and all the members of the Chamber of Commerce. Okay? It really goes back to the membership that wholeheartedly support this thing, and that's where it really comes from, within. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Okay, so then, here we go again. Residents, you know, that's what they're there for, to keep in line. Barb, please come up. We have certain members of the chamber, Bob, that are still with us, believe it or not, for that 30 years. And of course, again, some of them couldn't be here, but of course, Barb Seashell Flores is one of them. Pat, if you'll come up and accept for Historic Cold Spring Village. Nancy, will you come up for Easy Street Travel? Jerry Fitzpatrick, where are you? For the Herald. Here he comes, here he comes. Beth for Uncle Bill's Pancake House. Is Sturdy Bank still here? Elizabeth, please. And of course, you'll see others there, Camden Glass, Geis's Market, the Lobster House, Title Company of Jersey, and Pierce Guy and Shoslick were all the beginning parts of starting to pull this chamber back together. And I just thank you all. Thank you for your continued support. You're just the foundation of this chamber. And look where it's brought us. I'm just so thankful. So, and Barb said, are we going to honor everybody for 30 years? We did it when we were 20. And I said, I have to think back 10 years, but yeah, we'll do it again. So, there you go. Please give them a big hand. Thank you so much. So once again, we thank the Shore Club for hosting us tonight. Thank you very much. Everything was wonderful. We thank a piece of cake for that delicious cake, and everybody take a cupcake when you leave. We thank all of our sponsors. And again, ladies and gentlemen, Chamber family, thank you so very much for all you do to keep this chamber going. Good night.